Let's talk about something that gets a really bad rap: cutting people off and doing it quickly. It's so often seen as this major flaw, right? But what if I told you it's not a weakness at all? What if it's actually a highly advanced hidden skill?
Seriously, think about it. Have you ever been the one who gets called cold or disloyal, maybe even flaky, just because you have this gut feeling that a connection is off and you actually listen to it? If you've ever felt totally misunderstood for this, you're going to want to stick around.
And this is the absolute heart of it. On one side, you've got all those negative labels society throws at you: cold, impatient, disloyal. But on the other side, a completely different way of looking at it: elite pattern recognition. See, this isn't about being mean. It's about having this incredibly fine-tuned ability to see where a situation is headed way before anyone else does. So let's just get this straight right now. This is not a character flaw, not even close. It's basically a super sophisticated internal threat detection system, and there's actually some fascinating science that explains how it works. So that brings us to the biology, the how behind that gut feeling. Because this elite pattern recognition, it's not just some random thought in your head. Oh no, it is deeply, deeply rooted in your body's own amazing intelligence system. The word you need to know is neuroception. Just think of it like this: it's your nervous system's built-in radar. It is constantly scanning your environment for tiny cues of safety and danger. And it does all this before your conscious brain even has a clue what's going on. It's your body's personal early warning system. And that's what's so wild about it. That little off feeling you get about someone, that's not just you being picky or judgmental. That's your nervous system pulling from a lifetime of data, recognizing a pattern that it knows leads to trouble. It's like your body has already seen this movie and it's whispering to you, hey, trust me, the ending is not good. Okay, so we've got this science, but how do we actually live this way? How do we put this skill to use? Well, it helps to have a framework, a philosophy. And a great name for it is relational minimalism. Relational minimalism is really all about choosing quality over quantity in every single one of your relationships. It means you finally give yourself permission to ditch what's called toxic loyalty. Sticking around in connections that just drain you out of some sense of obligation. It's about curating a social circle that actually protects your peace. And check out this table. It lays it out so clearly. Under toxic loyalty, what happens when you see a red flag? You ignore it. The emotional cost, sky high. And the main goal is just to keep up appearances. It's like you keep making plans with that one friend who always cancels at the last minute because you feel like you have to. But with relational minimalism, red flags get your attention. The emotional cost is kept low. And the number one goal, protecting your own inner peace. It's a total game changer. So what's the mindset that powers all this? It's something called Zen indifference. And listen, this isn't about being cold or not caring. It's about being calm. It's about gracefully detaching from people and outcomes that you just know deep down aren't right for you. I absolutely love this quote. It just captures the feeling perfectly. When you disconnect, it's not some big, messy fight. It's not a dramatic showdown. It is a quiet, internal shift, a soft delete of the soul. You're not burning a bridge in anger. You're just archiving the connection and deciding to put your energy somewhere better. It's clean, it's peaceful. Which brings us to the big question, right? The so what? Why does any of this even matter? What's the ultimate goal of having elite pattern recognition and practicing this whole relational minimalism thing? Well, when it all comes down to it, it's about protecting your two most valuable resources in the world: your focus and your energy. It's about finally validating your own intuition and learning to trust yourself, maybe for the first time. It is a powerful act of self-preservation. So let's be crystal clear about this. This is not about being cruel. It's not about being a cold-hearted person. It's about becoming a skilled, efficient, and unapologetic guardian of your own inner world, your peace, your creativity, your mental health. It's about building a life where you're surrounded by people who lift you up, not weigh you down. So I'll just leave you with this to chew on. As you go about your day, just ask yourself this one simple question: whose energy are you protecting today? And more importantly, what patterns are you finally giving yourself permission to see?